In this video, I will show you how to create a shell script. The first thing that we need to do is to create a text file. Remember that the scripts are text files, and we can create a script, that text file using whatever method that we prefer. We could use a terminal text editor like Beam, or we can use a graphical text editor like the one that is bundled with your operating system, or we can use integrated development environment like this. This is code. This is a program used by developers to write programs, but it doesn't matter. The important thing is that we are creating a text file. So I will create a text file here using the editor, script, and I will give it an extension. The extension used usually for scripts is SH, but it doesn't matter. It won't affect, we can use whatever extension that we prefer. And here, once we have the text file, this is, here we have, this is the file, this is my terminal, and this is the text editor. What can we put here? Well, this file will be interpreted by a shell, so whatever instruction that we can write here in the terminal can be written here in the script. So for example, if I use the echo order, I can run this in the terminal. Okay, this will output hello world, and so I can use this in the script. And in the script you can have more orders. For example, orders. We will see during the unit what can we put here in the script. Okay, we have this. How can we run the script? Remember, we have the text file. This is the text file. We need an interpreter. The interpreter is the bus program in this case. Okay, which bus? This is the interpreter. We need to pass this program to the interpreter. So the first way of running a script is using redirection. For example, we can remember that this is the symbol of redirection, and we put here the name of the script, and this will get all the contents of the file of this file, and it will pass the contents to the cell. Okay, here if I run this, you can see that the cell runs to order. Okay, this is the first way of running a script. It works for all the interpreters. For example, we will see an example later of a Python script, and we will see that you can do it the same way. But it's not very useful because we need to use put here the name of the cell, use redirection, the name of the script. So we can make this script. We can run this script directly. So, for example, we can do this here, and we can run the script this way. But for being able to do that, we need to give the script execute permission. Remember that we have read, write, and execute permissions in Linux. So I need to give it, for the user and the group, for example, the execute permission. Okay. Remember, before running this, I'm going to show you the permissions of this file. Okay, nobody has execute permissions here. And now, okay, both the user and the group will be able to run the script. But there is there is another step that we need to be able to run the script. And remember that a script can be run by different interpreters. Remember, the script this is text, and depending on the interpreter, we can have different interpreters. We can have here Python, Ruby. You have a lot of interpreters in your system. We need to specify which interpreter we will use for running the script. And we do this here in the script. We have a special line. It's called the shebang, and it always starts with this two characters, and then we put here the script, the interpreter that we want to use for this script. In this case, it will be run by bus, so this will be the interpreter. And we need to specify the path, the complete path, because, well, depending on who is running the script, it may be bus is in the path or it's not in the path. So here, once we have this here, the interpreter using the shebang, the orders, and the script is an executable file, we can run this directly. But remember that we cannot run it this way, because if we don't specify an absolute path, if we don't specify a path, it will try to find the script in the path that we have specified for ourselves. We need to do this, okay? We need to specify the full path to the script. In this case, this is in this current in the current directory, and we have the script here. So we will do that, okay? The script is executed this way. And for example, you can write a script for another interpreters. A simple example, for example, a Python script. The Python scripts usually have this extension, but this is a convention. It doesn't matter. In this case, I'm going to copy here. For example, this is a very simple Python program, and we can also specify. We need to specify here the interpreter. For example, for Python, it will be this interpreter. Okay, this way. And if we give it with the scripts permissions, we can run the script, and it's a more complex script. For example, 222, and for example, month 5, and it will print a calendar. Okay. And if we don't specify that here, we can't run this script using bus. So for example, if we put here bus, the program will fail. Okay, it's failing because it doesn't know how to interpret this. Just another thing for bus scripts. Here we can the shebang we can make the shebang more compatible using this. Use bring emb bus. If we do that, instead of writing here the path of bus in our system, we make this more compatible, because different distribution of Linux can have bus in a different path. So doing that is not very important, but with this we ensure a little bit more of compatibility. Okay, so this is the way of writing scripts. Remember, you can use the text editor that you want. You need to give the script executable permissions, and you need to add the path here, the full path here, for the scripts to be able to run it. So in the next videos, we will see what can we do here, what are the orders that we can write here to be able to build useful scripts.